Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. And guys, SPY is at a crossroad here. And it's literally a cross. It's an X. Anyways, the reason why I say SPY is at a crossroad is a couple of things happened today that's pretty important. We got below this trend line that I got here, okay, from March 13th low. We got below it, guys, and end of day was able to defend as resisted. All right, this could be a sign of an exhaustion gap when we are on an uptrend, and then when the equity that you're trading can't break down a certain support level, it gaps below it. That's usually a sign of an exhaustion gap, and in this context, it's a bearish exhaustion gap. So as far as being bearish goes, it needs to stay below 412.5 on any bounce, guys, especially staying below this trend line here. All right, we don't want to see it try to go fill the gap. The gap's at 414. We don't want to see it go fill the gap. So stay bearish below 412.5. all right, for that exhaustion, that bearish exhaustion gap setup to continue to play out, or to stay intact, or to stay in play. Okay, now we also managed to close below that 23.6 fib level, which was at 411.3. Managed to close below it. Not a strong close below it, but it was still close. And also look where we tested this blue trend line from the May 1st high. Had a few tests. We broke out of it, had a $10 pop to 420.7 ish, and then we had a $10 drop back down, and we are testing it, back testing that slope, that down sloping trend line for this blue one. Okay, let me change the color so it don't be confusing. I'll change it to pink. So you see how that pink line is? All right, so this is why I say we're at a crossroad, because we broke down a critical resistance level, but we also managed to close above a critical support level. All right, so I'm going to try to simplify this for us, okay? 412.5 recaptured, that's when we want to get bullish. If we can gap, especially if bulls can, SPY can gap up tomorrow, give us a gap up, or intraday break back above 412.5, that will be bullish. I'll favor the gap fill around 414 with 415.5 and 417 is back in play. All right. Now, as far as being bearish, it needs to stay below these breakdown levels. It needs to stay below 412.5 highest. Preferably stay below 411.3 because it broke that down today. And this trend line is at 410.3, but I do have support at that annoying 410 level. Once again, we've revisited that 410 level and it bounced. Okay, we've seen that so many times in May and April, and we've seen it again today. Okay, so if SPY can gap below 410 or break down 410, I would be bearish. Right now, I'm leaning bearish because we broke down this, this trend line and this fib level, but I'm not leaning too hard to the bear side because I just want to see more confirmation, break down this downsloping trend line, break down that 410 level, and then I'll favor more downside with 408.8 first. The 50 daily moving average is around 47.9. It'll probably slope up to 408. So around about 408. There is a gap around 407, and then the 38.2 fib levels at 45.5, and then 404 to 43.5 zone. Okay, I'm favoring 43.5 to 44 zone get tested as long as we can stay below 412. All right, that sentiment will change if SPY recaptures 412.5. Excuse me, 412.5 is the level to recapture if you want to be bullish. 410 is the level to break down to continue this downside and give us more downside. All right, let's back test some support levels, fill some gaps to the downside if it breaks down 410. All right, guys, so that's the plan for tomorrow. Break down to 410, we're going to continue the downside. If it recapture 411.3, 412.5 is in play, and above 412.5 is when I would be bullish. That would be a hell of a false breakdown setup. Okay, false breakdowns are one of the best trade setups in the world. The false breakdown and the false breakouts. All right, now triple Q, we gotta be careful with triple Q here. All right, if we look at this structure, this triangle structure, all right, Looks like it wants to, it's going for the back test like Uncle was talking about. It's the back test at 328.5. But we do got this indecisive candle here, this doji candle after a gap down. So be careful when we see a decent body red candle like that, followed by a gap down with the candles a doji, potential reversal candle pattern setting up here, guys. That's the morning star candle, the morning star reversal, something with the morning star. But yeah, if we gap up tomorrow or break above 333, that's bullish. All right, above 333, that's bullish. I'll favor 335.5 and 337 back in play, guys. All right, so above 333, look to long. All right, there is, yeah, if we can stay below 333 and break down 331.5, I'll favor the back test still of this triangle structure at 328.5. And below 328.5, I would be very bearish. On the QQQ, that would be false breakout setup favoring more downside. Maybe go down back down to 321-ish, actually. All right, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, based on a false breakout setup, we can go down, pull back down lower to maybe 321-ish. But yeah, that's if we could stay below 333 and break down 331.5. All right, one level at a time. We're targeting 328.5, and below that, that's when I'll be very bearish. And above 333, I would be bullish. IWM back testing that 23.6 fib level around to 175. If you're bearish, we need that breakdown of 175, guys. We need that close below it on the daily chart. That's not what's happening. It's giving us some, some bounce there. Not a strong bounce, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. If it clears 177.5, look to long with 179.6 back in play. But if it finally breaks down at 175 level, look to short with 172 and 170-ish back in play. Tesla back tested the 50 daily moving average today, and it bounced. All right. If it wants to continue to bounce, it needs to recapture 186 to put 190.3 in play. Okay, long above 186 to put 190.3 in play. Above 190.3, I'll favor 196 in play. Now, if we want to get bearish, it needs to cancel the buying pressure we had today at the 50. Make this a dead cat bounce and break down the 50 daily moving average, which is at 178.5, to put 176, 173.4, and 170 back in play, okay? Apple, it back tested some critical support levels, still managed to close above that green trend line, that uptrend line that's been keeping Apple up in an uptrend all year of 2023. But I really need to see this 78.6 fib level, which is at 170.3. I really need to see that breakdown to get bear bias. If not, right now, especially for tomorrow, Apple needs to bounce to maintain this uptrend line. Look to long above 173 with 174.5 and 176 in place still. All right, but I can't get bearish until it breaks down 170.3. Otherwise, the trend is your friend. DXY still looking bullish, but coming very close to that 23.6 fib level at 104.1. Watch out for selling pressure there. But if it does clear 105.3 and 106.1 in play, okay? It could come up and test it in base. The RSI is pretty overbought right now. It could come up and test it in base. If it base, that could be bullish signs. But if we get a strong rejection and it breaks back below my green trend line, which is 103.3, that would be bearish. So below 103.3 is bearish. And here is the VIX. It bounced. Cleared my 23.6 fib level at 19.14 and closed just below the next resistance at 20. So for tomorrow, it needs to clear 20 to put 21.3 in play and 23 above that. If it breaks back below 19, especially 18.3, that's bearish for the VIX. Probably another dead cat bounce, okay? Now, here is the dark pool. Here is the dark pool at 101 billion in premium at that 414 level. That's also where the gap fill is, okay? That's also where the gap fill is. So obviously, if we can recapture 414, that's a Fibonacci level, 50% fib level. That's also where the gap fill, and it's also a dark pool order. So a lot's going on with 414. Overall, if you're doing this based on the dark pool order, I would stay bearish below 414, but bullish above 414, all right? And here is the option flow Filter for 500K premiums or above. Overall bearish 63% in the puts. Look at this one. Puts 398 strike price for May 31st. That's a short-term contract. Over 17,000 in size. The premium's only 900K, but over 17,000 in size. That's pretty aggressive play, guys. Pretty aggressive play. Bears, you guys should like that. Now, here's the thing with the triple Q, though. 76% into calls. Okay, now the big size ones, 15,000, right? This one, 350 strike price for calls. That's the block order institution. This one's for puts, though. 5,000 in size, 320 strike price. That's for September 15th. So the puts September 15th, and the call is June 30th. So we're getting some mixed reaction, but overall, more money into the calls. All right, let me X that out. And here is IWM. 100% inputs. What the heck? And here's one. Sweep order. 1.3 million, over 7,000 in size. 167 strike price for June 16th. All right. IWM. Very bearish for IWM, guys. If we break down 175 tomorrow, definitely look to short on IWM. Here's Tesla. 98% inputs. Mostly block orders. Institution are very active with the SPY. They just a lot of in the money, very in the money puts. All right, are these hedges or what? Last time I see something like this, Tesla moved a lot. I hope you. I don't know, guys. I'm definitely trading Tesla. I'm excited. All right, did we look at Apple? Apple 91% in the puts. A lot of people are trying to sell the bounce. Holy moly, a lot of people bearish on the Apple right now. Look at this one, over 10,000 size, 170 strike price for January 19th. What the? That's pretty far out, but it's over like 11.9 million in premium. Interesting. All right, and here's the VIX, 82% in the puts. All right, guys, now it is time for the $500 giveaway. Thank you guys so much for being with me on this journey. 500 videos. Now, without further ado, everyone who has commented, thank you. And your name is in this wheel. If you commented multiple times, your name is in there multiple times. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Who is the winner? Who is the winner? Angeli M. Den. Angeli M. Den, you are the winner. Congratulations. You are going to get $500 from Uncle Charles. Uncle Charles is going to get in touch with you. Angeli M. Den, congratulations. Thank you for your support. And I hope that we're gonna take care of this. Uncle Charles is gonna give you $500 to celebrate 500 YouTube videos. And you know what? I felt so good about doing this. I feel so good. If all goes well next month and Uncle Charles continue to trade well, and business is going good, I might do this again. Okay, so if you did not win today, there might be a next time. Okay, it'll be 1 month from now, around June. Towards the end of June, the same thing how I did towards the end of May. All right, guys, so if you didn't win this time, we're gonna try this again. But Angeli, congratulations. Thank you for your support, and I'm gonna talk to you in a few minutes. Peace.